Yo, what up? This is him, Mr. Gentleman T himself, and I am back. And I am sick. But I'll try to make this. I'll try and give you guys a daily analysis. I mean, that's the least I could do. So, without wasting any much time, make sure you like, you comment, you share, and you subscribe if you are new. On the description in the link below, there's a link right there for EXNESS, which is registered on that link. Depositors, there's $10 capitalized for this week because there is no loss for this week. So let me just dive straight into it. Our first pair of the day is GBPUSD. As you can see, guys, we're on a weekly. I have to start on a weekly. So what are we seeing? We are seeing a trend line. A trend. A trend. Where is the trend going? Well, the trend is bearish on a weekly. So the trend is bearish on a weekly. That applies on GBPUSD. The trend is bullish on USDJPY. The trend is bullish. The trend is bullish on USDCAD. The trend is bearish on US30. So right now, we'll have to dive into detail, and I don't want to waste too much more time. Let me go straight to our daily. So as you can see on our daily, daily, and I didn't mean to put that right there, but it's on already, so it is what it is. So we are seeing lower lows, lower highs, 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 lower lows. Could be lower highs. It could be lower highs, right? But at the same time, like I said, I'll have to put the trend line yet again on the other side. We can't have a trend line on one side and then say, yo, okay, this is it, I guess. No, we have to have it both sides. So, from where I'm standing now, I would like to say the trend is bearish, right? The trend is bearish. Why am I saying the trend is bearish? Simply because we are still seeing a higher low right here. This is a higher low. So if I go down to a 4 hour time frame, we are seeing higher highs being formed. Now that's a smaller time frame, guys. We can't really depend on a smaller time frame for a direction, but at the same time, that's where we capitalize. So first thing first, we had this move all the way to the other side. And then we had this trend line right here. So higher highs and higher lows were being formed. Higher highs and higher lows were being formed. So this is not our focus right now. Let me do this. But now we've been forming higher highs, high lows, higher highs, higher lows. But now we finally broke. We're forming higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows. And then NFP happened. Boom, as we can see right there. No, this is not NFP. Yeah, this is NFP. Yeah, this is NFP. This is NFP right there. Oh, guys, I'm just drizzling. So let's get into detail as to what are we looking for since it is the starting of the week. What are we looking for? So first thing first, we are seeing a trend. Of course, we can't just say, "Oh, there's a trend." You don't just draw a trend where there's no trend. You just gotta make sure first that there is a trend, right? There is a trend, and the trend is higher highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We are looking to get to lower highs, we can continue our move to our lower lows. So I'll go, but no, this is a daily, man. This is a weekly. Let me just make it a hole in one. So, right, right. Okay, let me just put it like this, right? Right there. Right there, to me, it is like, yo, as much as I prefer the last two touches, because if I had to use the last two touches, it would be something very similar to the opposing one, which is something like this, right? It would be something like this, which is really, to me, it is very attractive and good looking. But that's not the point, though. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. So, for this case, let me just use the last two touches. They do make sense. They do make sense. After all, this was the highest high right there. So these do make sense. So I'll just use them as they are. So that being said, guys, as we can see, the market shot down very impulsively. So it shot down. This is NFP. This is all NFP. This whole candle, it's sold. And what I can tell you that it's sold with US30, which is I did manage to kill NFP like nobody's business. I Yeah, I did, but that's not the point now. Let me just not waste time and let me give us guys those key areas. Key areas. Let's give it a gray color. All right. So we can see the market got to this area, made a support, gave us a reversal pattern right here. It shut down, broke this area, came back to test it. What are we looking to see next? So what we are looking to, I don't expect much movement because it's a Monday, but rather because I know how GU moves. So GU might do for the day, for Monday on it. So it might come here and come here, right? I just come all the way here to touch this area before it can actually continue its move all the way to the downside. So for now, I'll just give you guys this move and then we'll see what happens when it gets here. And then that's where we can decide that it's continuing its pattern with the move to the downside. So that's it on GBPUSD, guys. I will move on to nothing but USDJPY, our very bullish pair. So far we are away, guys. If you are new, make sure you watch our previous videos, just our latest video to catch up, so that you get to see where are we headed to, right? You get to see where we headed. Cool. So we have this touch right here, that touch right here. The market broke. The market is coming back to test, and the market can continue its move all the way to the downside. But how is it testing? Now let's go to our 4-hour time frame. How is it testing? What is it testing? So first of all, it is testing this area right here, which it never tested when it broke, right? So it could be looking to come all the way here to test it. That's what I really see as a genuine move, right? Because when it comes to USDJPY, when NFP happened, it went up bullish. So it went bullish. So to me, that's like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. At the same time, as much as I want to ignore this, I will give it a bit of my attention. But with what I'm currently doing right now, I don't want to. So, what might happen, the market can just tap to this area and close back below, right? The market can just come to this area, tap, and then, right, continue its move all the way to the downside, right? This is what might happen, right? But obviously, I don't move the market, but this is possible to me, right? So this is a 4 hour time frame, and I won't need you, bro. So let's take you out. Let's go to our 1 hour time frame now, and we are seeing a new formation. What are we doing? We're forming higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. What are we doing? What are we trying to achieve here? So, what are we trying to achieve here? Let me move this. It doesn't make sense. Really doesn't make sense to me. So, on a 1 hour time frame, this is what I can say for the day. For the day, I don't expect that much movement, but just for the day, just play just around this area right here. So this could be a move I'm looking to see right here, right here, right. This is the move I'm looking to see. But because, like I said, for the day, this is not entirely what I want to see. So I'm gonna make it simple. I can just turn this area because at the same time, this looks like a reversal pattern that's forming here. I do want to go into a 15-minute time frame so that we confirm it, but from a distance, you can tell that this is a reversal pattern after a very bullish NFP move. So that's it on USDJPY, guys. I won't dive in much further until tomorrow. So and until today midnight as well. So let me go to our next pair, which is USD CAD. So on USD CAD, that bullish move is still intact. That bullish move is still intact. So with that bullish move pretty much still intact, what is it that we can do to show that we are moving with the markets, right? Perfect. So on a daily we do see our move. Perfect. Let me go to a 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame, what's the verdict? Like I said, in 4 hour time frame, we had this reversal pattern here. Like we do have previous videos as proof. This thing was recorded live, guys. Live. Recorded this thing live that this is a reversal pattern. And sure, what did the market do? The market broke this area, tested it, gave us a bit of correction, and then shot all the way up, especially being boosted by NFP. And it got all the way to the 90 rule right here. I can't not highlight this area here. Exactly right there. So the market did get to that area. So I am pleased to say, wow, my analysis is gold. Sometimes it's gold. It's just gold. So at this point, I don't know what really, because all these moves are similar. So all these moves after that push, that NFP push, there's this thing here, and according to how I see things, I feel like there is some gaps that are meant to be filled, just up the gaps that are meant to be filled. So I'm gonna go opposite way with USDCAD, different from all the other pairs. I'll just say there's a gap that needs to be filled before we come back to test this area. Or, or given both sides, we could just come back down here before we can actually go back up to fill that gap. So it's a two-way thingy. It's a two-way thingy on USD So I won't dive into too much. Let's see the move, clear pattern, clear movement. We want to see a trend. So let's wait for Monday to give us that, and then we capitalize on Tuesday. But listen, I'm not saying trade only on Tuesday. I'm just saying what's on my mind right now. So, right. So, let me go to a daily. US30, my favorite of all favorites. So, I'm not happy that it didn't. I'm very, very still pissed. But right? Me being pissed doesn't mean that the job now, the, the job has to be done. Like the job, we have to continue to do the job, right? We have to continue to do the job because the job has to be done, right? Whether I'm angry or I'm not angry, the job has to be done. So at the end of the day, the job has to be done. So the market, we haven't really passed that area. So I'll just mark this one to the T. To the T, just like that. And then let me go back down to H4. So in H4, as we can see, guys, the market violated my trend line. It did, but I did. Okay, okay. The market did violate my trend line right there. It did. So it broke below, but then managed to shoot back up because there was this gap that was right there. So on this one, I'll have to go all the way to 1 hour without wasting much time. So there was a gap after market shot. It opened a huge gap when NFP happened, which is this move that I managed to catch and managed to secure enough profits for me to go out. We can see that okay, the market has closed this gap now. I'm still confident that we are bullish on US30. I am still confident that we are bullish. So this to me is a fake break, and then the market went back in. So as we can see, this is a support area. The market broke it, it broke back in, and then it tested it before it can actually continue all the way up. So what's the verdict on US30? So in US30, I can make it simple. I'd rather say there's nothing, but let me make it simple. It's Monday, there won't be that much movement. So this is our move. This is our move. The market can just go back down, give us something that is drastically. I don't want to be too confidently say it. The head and shoulder pattern, but it could be if it happens this way, right? It could be. So let me just hint you here and there, and that's it for today's video, guys. There isn't much really, and this is him, Mr. Gentleman T himself, and this is Rater Squad. Thank you very much. I'm signing out. Go like, comment, share, subscribe, and capitalize. Register on the link, $10. You're good. I'm signing out. Peace.